Welcome to World Cinema Reviews. This is your host, Frank the Vamp. Today we have a very special video, not the usual horror reviewing that we do every day. We're gonna do a contest entry from the Horror Man Cave 100 subscriber contest. And let me tell you, I checked this guy out. I subscribe, and he's great. He's got good videos. He's got really awesome horror team collection that you guys should really check out. I recommend that you guys subscribe to him. He looks pretty cool. So, and I decided to make an entry because he posted a very interesting movie, which is what is a childhood movie that impacted the impacted you as a child. So basically, got you started as a horror fan. And well, the one that really got me started as a horror fan was my father. I mean, my father started taking me to horror movies since I was like 8 years old. Like seriously. But that he's fantastic. I mean, I love my father, and and even now, even in his old age, we watch movies. We still watch horror movies together, and it's an awesome thing because we really bond that way. So hey, horror can bond families, hey. So, but that wasn't how that I got started into horror. I got started into horror by being 5 years old. Around that time, it was this particular movie was released. Well, not a movie; it was a miniseries, Salem Slot, and this movie scared me to almost to death. Of course, I wasn't of the proper age to watch this, but I kind of did it anyways. And that's one of my earliest memories of watching horror. And this movie, it's so well done. I know it was intended to be a TV series in the beginning, and this was presented as a mini series on TV, but it didn't catch on. Why, I have no idea. But this movie is fantastic, directed by Toby Hooper with Davey Soul and the awesome James Mason. This movie has so many memorable moments, and I done a video on my channel about it already, doing a review, because this movie is just so awesome. It just, I mean, and why? Well, there's several reasons. I mean, if you remember Danny Glick, and the scene where he's tapping on your glass window, asking you if he can come in. A floating vampire with fog around him and all that. That haunted my nightmares. I got a big drape and cover my whole window up, and I wanted to board it up, really. I mean, because I didn't want him to come in and totally suck my blood dry. Yeah, I mean, and of course, one of the most terrifying is it's the incredible Barlow. Here's on the back cover, you can see him. And he's just horrifying, isn't he? It's just something. I don't know. There's too much glare there, but I don't know if you can see him. But when he comes in and captures the kid, and then he talks to the priest and says, "Hey, And James Mason is taunting him and says, "Hey, come on, priest, you don't need the cross. Come face the master." And that phrase stuck in my head. I mean, this movie's not gory at all, but the atmosphere, the setup, it's just so creepy. There's just something about it that's just stuck, and it goes to the very core. It's one of my favorite horror movies. It's my favorite vampire movie of all time, and it's just unbelievable. I mean, if you have not seen this film, you really have to. I mean, you can't really call yourself a horror fan if you really haven't seen Salem Slot. So, right from my childhood, this got me interesting. Of course, when my father took me 3 years later to watch movies, I was like ready, man. I was like, come on, man, if I could survive this movie, I could survive that. And I got to watch other films, like the Exorcist, and really really cool, and the Amityville Horror, and a lot of really cool movies that just really got me into just loving horror. And that's why I make videos for you guys. That's why, so Horror Man Cave, this means my video. Hope you like it. uh, Maybe I win, maybe I don't, but anyways, it's always fun talking about, whenever I get a chance to talk about this movie. I recommend it 100%. One of the best horror films of all time. Extremely underrated. I don't know why. If you can see by the age of the DVD, I mean, I watched this movie so many times, and you can see it's all wither and all, and I can't believe there hasn't been any other releases, in America. So there you go. So that's the movie. So people, like I said, once again, go subscribe to Horror Man Cave, and if you like my channel, you can subscribe to mine too, and feel free to leave comments. So be well, be blessed, and take care, and be careful when you open the window at night, because you never know who's gonna be outside floating. Take care. Be well. Peace.